To answer this question, we need to factorise this quadratic equation. What that means is we need to put it into brackets. So before we do that, there's an intermediate step which makes putting it into brackets a bit easier. What we want to do is expand this x term, 5x, so that the coefficients of our x terms will add to 5, but multiply to 6. So let me show you what I mean by that. Our x squared term stays the same, so we'll pop that in there. But now we need to figure out two numbers that will add to 5 and multiply to 6. Well, our two numbers could be 2 and 3. 2 plus 3 is 5, and 2 times 3 is 6, so that will work. So now what we do is change our x term from being 5x to 2x plus 3x. So these will still total up to 5x, but it just separates them out. And then our plus 6 on the end will stay the same. Now the reason we expanded that term out is to give us an idea of what to put in these boxes down here when we factorised it into brackets. There are no coefficients, or there's no coefficient in front of the x squared term, which means that the contents of both of our brackets will start with x. And then to work out what goes in these four boxes, you have a look at the coefficients that you put in front of your two x terms. In this case, our coefficients are plus 2 and plus 3, so that's what goes into the four boxes. The first set of brackets gets the plus 2, and the second set of brackets gets the plus 3 to complete the question. Let's try another one. So this time, when we expand our x term, we want two numbers that will add to 3 but multiply to negative 18. That could be a bit tricky, but let's put in the x squared term first. And now we have to think of two numbers that will add to 3 but multiply to negative 18. Well, let's think about multiplying negative 18. We could do negative 2 times 9, but the difference between those two is not going to be 3, so that's not going to work. What about negative 6 times 3? That would give us negative 18, but they would add to negative 3, not positive 3. So it looks like what we have to do is have plus 6 and negative 3, which will add to 3 but multiply to 18. So now we can fill in our answer boxes with plus 6x minus 3x minus 18. So now we've expanded our middle term, our plus 3x term, to be plus 6x minus 3x, which still totals to 3x, so we've kept our equation the same, but we've expanded that x term. And now we know what to fill into our bottom boxes. The first will be x plus 6, using the first coefficient in front of the x here, and then x minus 3, using the last coefficient in front of the second x. And that completes the question.